What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to yet another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use Bookmap to identify high probability trades. But real quick, as always, if you guys do find value in this video, make sure to smash that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. But without further ado, let's hop into the video. All right, so I'm sure by looking at this chart, it looks pretty confusing. However, it's actually very simple once you understand how to read it. But essentially what Bookmap does is it gives us a further in-depth view on the overall market. We can see exactly where we have passive buy and sell orders, and we can also see the aggressive orders within the market. So essentially it's a mixture of level 2 and time and sales, but in a much easier manner. Now the thing is with Bookmap, there's also tons of different indicators that you can use, but we're not going to touch too much on that. You can also use footprint charts, which I have a video about. If you guys are interested in footprints, I'll be leaving that down in the description. But when I am using Bookmap, I am more so using it to watch the S&P 500 futures as well as the NASDAQ futures. Now, if we're looking at this chart right here, this is all the data from this morning, from about 8 in the morning all the way until market close. Now, the way that we're going to be able to read what Bookmap is telling us is first, I want to discuss these highlighted colors here on the chart. So if we look up here, we can see that we have this color scale. All the way to the left is like this dark blue, and then it starts to get lighter, eventually into white, and then yellow, orange, red, and dark red. The further the shading to the right of this color scale, the more orders are within that area. The further to the left of the color scale, however, the less orders there are. Now, what these highlighted areas are representing is passive buy and sell orders within the market. So a passive order is, let's say you go into the market and you want to go short on ES, but you put a limit order to go short at 61.40. That is exactly what these people are. These are limit sell orders sitting at that 61.40 level. Now, on the flip side, if you're looking to go long on the S&P futures and you put your limit buy order at 61.31, that's exactly what these shaded colors are. So again, they are limit orders in the market and they are waiting for price to go to that level and fill their orders, whether it be short or for a long. Now we can start to gauge how many buyers or sellers are sitting with their passive orders at a certain level just by judging the color of the shading. So if we're looking right here, we can see that we have orange, red, and dark red. Well, if we look up here, that's further to the right on the color scale, which means there's a lot of passive buy orders sitting in this area. If we look up here, we can see that we have the red and dark red area, which means we have a lot of passive sell orders sitting at this 61.40 level. Or earlier in the morning, when we broke above these sellers right here, what ended up happening? Price came back down towards those passive buyers, which we could see right here, filled them, and then we got a larger move to the upside. So again, the shaded areas are representing where the passive buyers and the passive sellers in the market, and we can gauge how many passive buyers or sellers are at that area just based off of the color scale right here. And real quick, if you're looking to learn directly from me and learn A through Z, my entire trading strategy, as well as getting access to my swing trading course, my books, one-on-one classes with me, and so much more, I am running my one and only mentorship program of 2025. So if you guys are looking to learn directly from me, I will be leaving the link to the application down in the description. Make sure you guys take a few minutes, fill that out, and I cannot wait for you guys to take advantage of this opportunity. And I'll see you inside the mentorship group. Now, if you want an even better way of reading how many sell orders are sitting, we can take a look at the COB, which is going to be the current order book. And this is going to tell us exactly how many orders are sitting at a specific area. So you can see we have a 59 right here. We have a 36 right here, 15, 17. This is exactly how many orders are sitting at each specific tick on the S&P futures. So how can this be useful when we're actually looking for trades? Well, I really like to piece together Bookmap with key levels in the market. So for example, say we're coming up towards a supply zone. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and pull up an example. So looking at this trade I took a while ago, the S&P futures were coming up towards a supply zone. And because a supply zone is a strong area that we're going to be watching for a reject, what do we want to see as price comes up towards that supply zone? Remember, supply is unfilled sell orders within the market. So when price goes up to that supply, if it's truly going to be a supply zone, what we want to see is a large amount of passive sell orders sitting at the supply zone. So as price started to push up into the supply zone, what did we notice? We have the orange, red, dark red, and it's a very thick area right here and here, which is telling us what? There is a lot of passive sell orders sitting at the supply zone, which as a result is going to confirm that the supply zone is valid. Now, the only thing we need is confirmation in the price action. We get that, we take the trade. But in this scenario, this was a beautiful trade. I ended up going short and was able to capture a 100% trade on the options. So that's what I mean by mainly using this when price goes up or down to a key level, because we can see, are there truly buyers or sellers sitting within that key area? And then the only other thing we have to do is look for confirming price action. Now, also, we do have these green and red bubbles, which essentially are just going to be aggressive buyers or sellers in the market. I don't pay too much attention to them unless like you're trading a breakout, which as most of you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of breakouts or trading breakouts, but if you like to trade them, then obviously you want to see when we break a key level, do large aggressive buyers or sellers come into the market? So the larger this bubble is, the more aggressive the buyers or sellers are, and you can tell if they're buyers or sellers simply by the color. Red is going to be aggressive sellers. Green is going to be aggressive buyers. Compared to the passive buy and sell orders, we know that they're sell orders just if current price is trading below the shaded area, or if they're buy orders if price is trading right above the shaded area. Yeah, like I said, the main way that I like to use Bookmap is with higher time frame key levels, which are going to stem from supply and demand, Fibonacci, and just very strong areas of support and resistance. And again, you can use Bookmap on many different instruments. It's just I mainly like to use it on the S&P futures. You can use it on the NASDAQ futures. It's just sometimes kind of hard to read because there's so many orders within the NASDAQ. But play around with it, see which ones you like the most. And if you guys do want to check out Bookmap, I will be leaving my affiliate link down in the description, so make sure you guys check that out. Other than that, if you guys did find value in today's video, make sure to smash that like button as well as clicking that subscribe and that bell icon. It would mean the absolute world to me. Everybody have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.